Hi all, good morning. This morning by me. Welcome back to the car sessions. Actually, I wasn't going to do a car session. I was going to actually do it from the computer. Maybe people are getting bored by the scene. Here we go. See, I just dropped off my 1.5-year-old. Anyway, but I had an idea and I wanted to share it because, I was thinking about it myself. We need to work in the mind. We need to work with our thoughts. We need to get help challenging our thinking. We need to help learning how to live, which means learning how to view ourselves, learning how to view others, see things, process information as it comes, and letting go and getting rid of many of the old ways that we picked up that are not working for us. But the challenge is so much of that kind of thinking, and I run the risk of being stuck in my head. That it doesn't translate into action. That's number one. Number two, talking can only go so far. If I could explain something to somebody, I can tell them what will happen if they, if every day you'll start, investing in yourself, reading a book of interest to you, investing in your knowledge. I can explain it to you all day long. We can chat about it. We can discuss it. But nothing is going to be as powerful as actually jumping in and doing it. Everything changes once you actually experience it. It's so powerful. I don't have to explain it to you or describe it to you. You've actually experienced it yourself. It's like the difference between seeing an incredible painting and then having somebody, and then you try to explain what that painting is to somebody else. In your mind it might be clear, and then as you explain it to somebody else, how incredible that painting was, the texture, the colors, the scene, the emotions, it's clear to you. And then if you had them draw based upon what you said to them, it's not going to be anywhere close to what you really saw. And this is the thing, and this is one of the problems with therapy, is if it's only talk-based and it stays talk-based, or therapists who only ascribe to one particular approach of treatment and therapy, as opposed to being flexible, as opposed to really tuning into a client and understanding where the client is. Sometimes you have to, put on your coach hat and jump in and really encourage someone to try it out, really get going on it. A person who has built up in their mind that I can't, and all the reasons and justifications for not investing in themselves, or why something won't work out. But 5 minutes of actually trying something, 5 minutes of take your phone, put on music, and go walk around the block. Just do it and get up. It's a cheesy kind of a line, but the mental health benefits are so massive. The talking has to stop at a certain point, and a person has to just jump in and try it. Go for it and see it. A lot of it is allowing ourselves to experiment, because we need to disprove these old ways of seeing ourselves and these old ways of being. And you can talk about it, and I can present evidence for it, but there'll never be more powerful evidence than you yourself, let's say, succeeding after thinking that you're not successful, or you yourself starting to feel better after being so convinced that you never could feel better. It's time to just jump in, and today is the day. So if that means just saying the heck with it, and you're going to lower the bar and find a way to succeed, and you're going to take your phone, put on music, and walk around the block for 5 minutes, then do it. Today's the day that you're going to grab a book and start learning something that you're really interested in, then start doing it. It could be that some people have this black and white thinking, like, well, I can't until I'm able to, let's say, exercise, for 60 minutes, or until I've got a full hour that I can read a book. It's so silly. It's so foolish. Your life would completely change if you spent the next 14 days reading 5 for 5 minutes. Every single day, some book you found of interest. Just found a whole bunch of books that are interesting that I wanted to go through. Plus, I found a bunch of audio books. I downloaded an app, TuneIn Radio, and you pay a monthly subscription. They've got a ton of audio books. And then what else did I find? Oh, you've got Amazon's Kindle, and you could read. We have this built in our mind. We've got to just jump in. To make today be the day that you try and you just jump in. Say, why not? Instead of always, why can't I? Let's do it. Instead of always, being stuck with all these messages, let's disprove them with action, and really take a leap. Go for it, but make it doable. Set yourself up to succeed instead of how we always set ourselves up to fail. Set yourself up to succeed, which is that if I'm going to say I'm going to start reading something for 5 minutes, and I jump in and I'm reading for 5 minutes, I succeeded, big time. It's not but I didn't do 7 minutes, I didn't do a half hour. That's so ridiculous. Let's set ourselves up to succeed. Fine, tomorrow you'll bounce up to 6. You'll do 8 minutes. Everything changes once you actually jump in, once we get out of our head. So today's the day. It's jump out of your head and jump into your life day. Let me know how it goes. Thank you, everyone, for all the private messages, also the comments as well. I'm here. Let's talk it out. Let's live better. Good luck.